Hello and welcome to City Trekker. My name's Adam and I'll be your guide as we aim to find the right gear for the right task for you. Today we're going to take a look at my top 10 favorite bags from 2021. Let's check them out. So these are not all bags that came out this year. They're not even all bags that I've reviewed this year. They're bags that I've used this year and have been my favorite bags of all my bags. I try out over 100 bags every year, and so these are the ones that really rise to the surface for me. Last year I did a video like this, link below, you can check that out. I did categories for last year. This year I'm not gonna do any categories. I'm just gonna do, these are the top 10 bags that I've used the most, that I love the most, and that are my favorite. So let's get into it. The first is a Sling from Coat of Bell. This is the X-Pod. And this expands, which is really unique for a sling like this. So you've got a main compartment with some good organization on the inside, and then you have this front pocket, and the front pocket is really where the magic happens. There are two access points for this top section. One is this top zipper, where you can access it from the top. The other is right in the middle. If you're totally filling this thing up and you want to get a lot in here and expand it, then using this top zipper makes the most sense. Fill it up here and then zip it up. Now when you're compressing it, you can fold it over, and then these straps help a little bit with the compression. And you can cross them on the front, which is how it gets its name, the X-Pod. It's got little pockets here at the end of the strap. Oh, I've got a candy in here from the last time I used it. It also anchors down with this buckle on either side, so you can keep it as tight or as loose as you want to, partially based on how much you have inside of it. There's a small back pocket for a phone or a wallet or a passport, and then the strap has a Fidlock V-buckle. I should also mention, when I'm taking a sling, I like the option of taking my iPad mini with me, and so the X-Pod will fit the iPad mini 6. So I really like this sling, especially for the option of expansion. So if I want like 3 liters, I can take this, but if I need to expand it to 7 liters, I can easily do that, throw a jacket in the front or something like that. So I like the X-Pod so much. I got 2 colors, so I've got it in black and in blue. I don't think they offer the blue anymore, but man, I really like that. And the blue one is a slightly older model, so you'll see the buckles on this are a little bit different, and it hooks here at the top. Well, they both have G-hooks. The G-hooks are just a little bit different, and then the buckles are a little bit different. Instead of the newer magnetic Fidlock V-buckle, you've got a different plastic buckle on this one. But yeah, I love the Coat of Bell X-Pod sling. It's my second favorite sling, and I highly recommend it. Now, my favorite sling for the last 2 years has been the Heimplanet Transit XL, and this is just a great sling, really simple in some ways and complex in other ways. I feel like it has a nice, sleek design to it, and this will work with lots of different attire. So I can wear, everyday clothes with this, or I can get dressed up, and this is a nice sling to wear if I'm wearing nicer clothes. The main compartment on this has some good organization, and they do actually make a smaller 2-liter version of this sling, and I've got that too. So if I've got a small carry, I might grab the smaller version of it. But I normally grab the 3-liter version, especially since it will also fit my iPad mini. But it doesn't have a lot of cushioning at the bottom, so you might want to have your iPad in a case like this if you're going to carry it in this sling. But as you can see, you got some good organization on the inside here. On the front, you've got a top pocket for sunglasses and things, and then a smaller side pocket that you also could use for sunglasses or a mask. You've got these little loops in the front for a carabiner, some good padding on the back here. The buckle on this takes a little bit of getting used to. I don't love it, but I'm used to it. So I've got the first version in this gray color, and then the newer version I've got in black. Not a lot different with version 2. The pull ties are a little bit different. There's 1 loop here on the front instead of 2, but not much else. My favorite sling for about 2 years now. So the Heimplanet Transit Line Sling Pocket XL, highly recommend this one. The DEFY Insidious Jr in black X-Pac is one of my favorite slings. I like this size, and if I'm carrying my larger iPad Air with me, this is a great option for that. It will fit a 13-inch MacBook Pro very snugly, so there's not a lot of room if you want to try and do that, and it won't fit in the back sleeve. It has to go in the main compartment, but it is an option if you want to. So this is a 6-liter sling. You've got a main compartment here with a little bit of organization on the front and a small thin pocket on the back. Not a lot of padding on this, but man, it will fit quite a bit in this 6-liter sling. There's also a front pocket, not a lot of dimension to this front pocket, and you have a little bit of organization and a key hook here as well. I've added the leather Mr. Gripper from DEFY on here, and the shoulder strap. This is one of my favorite shoulder straps of all time. You've got this Cobra buckle on here. It just sounds delicious, like if chocolate chip cookies were made out of metal. Oh. And this strap is reversible, so depending on how you want to carry it, you can modify the bag as needed. It's also got a hook here at the bottom and a hook here if you want to use a stabilizing strap. Say you're riding a bicycle or something, it's helpful for that. So for carrying around 6 liters, this is my go-to bag and I love it so much, and the strap is super comfortable. DEFY Insidious Jr X-Pac. The Boundary Supply Stasis Sling. This was a surprise for me. I didn't expect to like this very much. I do like the Boundary Arclight Sling. They've renamed it the Errant Sling. It's got a super comfortable strap. It's expandable a little bit. It uses magnets. Just really well designed, really well executed. This is like small and thin and flimsy, and I didn't think I'd like it or use it very much, and I was totally wrong. What I love about this is it's like a sleeve for your laptop that you can then carry with this strap. Not only that, but the front has a huge pocket that expands if you need it to. And so you can carry quite a bit in this front pocket, you know, a jacket or some books and things. And so it has the option to carry more if you need it. So at the top here, you have access to the laptop compartment, and there's a small pocket on the inside of this where you can put your power cable and charger. And this is the perfect size for a 13-inch MacBook Pro. Now there's also a small pocket here on the back, and it's really the perfect size for my full focus planner. And I use this smaller one, the mini one. So I'll put that in the back here, and it keeps the back nice and flat. But you could also do, you know, your wallet, your passport, other flat items in this back pocket. Now this also has hooks, 4 hooks that come out of each side, and you can mount this to the outside of the Boundary Supply Aris backpack. It's a 35-liter travel backpack that they have. It's really hard to mount it using these clips. That was not designed very well, but the option of being able to do it was really cool. And once you do it more and more, the bags kind of loosen up and it's easier to attach it and detach it, but it still is a little bit of a pain. The shoulder strap detaches at the bottom so you can anchor it on either side for carrying it however you like over either shoulder. And then you got a small top handle as well. So when I'm traveling with a large, 45-liter travel backpack, I often will stick my laptop in this like a laptop sleeve. Then I'll put that in the travel backpack when I get to my destination and I just need my laptop and a few items when I go out. I can just take this with me. The strap is pretty simple, not a ton of padding, but you're not gonna fit a ton of gear in here anyway, so it's not gonna be super heavy. So this was a nice surprise. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, but the more I used it, the more I liked it. And now basically every time I travel, I'm taking this thing with me. All right, the Bellroy Transit Workpack is an awesome backpack. This is 20 liters, which for me is like a perfect EDC size for when I'm going to the office. And it's got a separate laptop compartment. It's got a quick access pocket here at the top. That's not quite as large as I would like, but I like that it's there. You've got the main compartment here, so you can fit quite a bit in here. You've got this additional pocket back here that I use for my iPad Air. Another pocket on the front side of this. And then it's got 2 side pockets for, water bottle or other items. And this eats into the main compartment a little bit, so you might not like that, but it helps give the bag a really clean look. The shoulder straps on this have a little bit of padding, and they are really comfortable to wear. I really like everything in the Bellroy Transit line, and I have all of the bags, and I've decided I want to go with the Beta Blue for all of the Transit line bags. So I like this black color, but I ended up picking up a Beta Blue, and I've got the Beta Blue in the other 2 Transit bags as well. So you may notice, if I like a bag, I might buy it in multiple colorways, I like mostly black, but sometimes blue can be pretty cool. And this Beta Blue material is awesome. The Alpha 19er Pathfinder. This is one of my favorite bags. This is a VX42 material, one of my favorite materials. Incredible organization on this bag. I've got a review, link to that down below. There's so much going on with this bag. You've got a large main compartment here in the front. You've got D-rings at the top. You've got looping going down the back here. You've got 2 mesh pockets on the front side of this, along with another D-ring at the top of this side, internal side pockets with mesh, a front flat pocket that goes all the way through so you can access it on either side, small quick access pocket, side pockets, laptop compartment. And this laptop compartment will open full clamshell. So you can get into the laptop, the iPad, got mesh pockets at the top, some organization here that can Velcro out if you don't want it. Another large sleeve here that you could use for an iPad. So many options on this, so much organization. Some of it can even be modded, like this can Velcro out. So I really love this bag. It's a little bit heavy, so the harness system is a little bit awesome. Shoulder straps are amazing, great padding on the back here, and the sternum strap is this magnetic fidlock V-buckle. So in the 25-liter range, there's no bag I like better than the Alpha 19er Pathfinder. This is the Bellroy Transit Plus in Beta Blue. It's 38 liters, a great travel backpack, has a good harness system with a waist strap that can be stowed if you're not going to be using the waist strap here. Some good padding on the back, comfortable shoulder straps, magnetic sternum strap. This is one of my favorite sternum straps. You've got 2 internal water bottle pockets. They do eat into the interior of the bag a little bit, but it makes for a nice clean look to the bag. There's a laptop compartment here that is a suspended laptop compartment. And then you've got this front pocket that is pretty large, and so you can stick a pouch in here with all of your electronics like the charger and a hard drive and stuff like that. Nice leather pull ties on this, just such great attention to detail. The main compartment on this is nice and large. So you've got a lot of space in here. You can use this for clothes. You've got a small inside side pocket here that zips shut, and a mesh pocket on the other side. The front side has 2 mesh pockets, a small one right here, and then a large one that is really the full size here. Got a quick access pocket here at the top that is fairly small. You know, you could do sunglasses or keys in here, but not a whole lot else. So when I'm doing shorter travel, I'm not gonna be gone for like 3 weeks, and I don't need all my camera gear with me. This is the travel backpack that I go to. Okay, this guy's awesome. This is the NYA-EVO Fjord 60C, and it has become my favorite travel backpack. I love compression, and this is 44 liters compressed, and it will expand up to 60 liters. So normally when I'm traveling, I need it to be, 45 liters to be the right size to be a carry-on when I'm traveling on a plane. But then once I get to my destination, if I have additional stuff that I'm carrying with me, or I want to throw a coat into the top or something, there's options to do that. I didn't think I would want the option to do even more than 44 liters, but I was surprised as I traveled with this that there were times where, I'd want to take a sling or a coat and stick it in here, and so I would expand it to be able to do that. This front section here is it's really meant for your laptop. And so the laptop can go right in here in this sleeve. Now there is some good organization in here as well. You've got multiple pockets, mesh pocket on the inside of the top here. I use them a little bit, but not all the time. I don't love the sleeve for that. And so what I ended up doing was using the Stasis sling from Boundary Supply. I would put my laptop in there, a few other items, and then I would just stick it here and zip it up. So that way, if I need to grab my laptop and my productivity journal, get some work stuff done, I can just unzip this front pocket, grab the Stasis sling out of here, and I'm good to go. There's a front small pocket on this that actually has this webbing that you can strap at the top and the bottom here. You can use it for a helmet or a jacket or anything like that. The harness system on this is great. The shoulder straps are really cushy and comfortable to wear, and they're actually adjustable. There's 3 different levels you can have them at based on your height. They've got lots of little loops and things, so you can attach stuff to them if you want to. A decent sternum strap, just plastic, and you got a whistle here on it. A little bit of branding right here. Now the waist strap on this is really comfortable and pretty large. It is not removable, so that's kind of a negative for me. But it's great, and if you're traveling with 44 plus liters, you probably need a waist strap, but I just wish it was removable. It also has like some loops here on the sides, and so I'll use like a Dan Matsuda Article 110 and put that strap through here, clip it in place. And then I'll have, you know, like a Versa hat from Western Rise inside of that pouch. I can just unzip it. You know, a lot of times I'd be riding on a motorcycle in Nepal. You know, I'd stop, take my helmet off, unzip, you know, I got the backpack on here. So I'm traveling in Nepal, I'm riding a motorcycle, I stop the motorcycle, take my helmet off, unzip the Matsuda pouch, pull out the Western Rise Versa hat, pop it on my head. And so having quick access to it right on the front side of this was really easy. There's loops on either side of this. So sometimes I'd have two pouches. You know, I'd carry things like my Western Rise Versa hat, a DJI Pocket 2, sunglasses, whatever I want for quick access while I'm wearing the bag. The bottom of this is a super durable Hypalon material. On the sides of this, you do have some expansion to give just a little bit of room to that front pocket if needed. Water bottle pockets on either side of the bag. And with this strap here at the top, it makes it easier for, if you're doing a tripod, you can hold down that tripod at the top here. Now there's back access to this, and they have camera cubes that will go inside of this, 3 different sizes of camera cubes. I don't tend to use camera cubes. I use like a large camera sling, stick all my camera gear in that, and then I can just pull it out and use that for camera shoots. But you kind of have this main section in here, and then there's a top section that's divided by this material, creating a bucket at the top. The front of the back side here has these 2 small zipped pockets with just a little bit of dimension to them. And then the top has some zippered access to this top bucket compartment here. And you can really stick as much or as little as you want into this. And because this material kind of moves around a bit, it'll flex to however you're setting the bag up. On the inside of this, we got a small mesh pocket that zips shut, and this is the rain fly that fits inside of there. And then if you're wanting more room at the top, you can actually expand it. There's a roll top here. And then that zips shut and open. And so this is above that top pocket, and this has a bottom to it right here. So you can stick additional items at the top here and then roll it shut and buckle it down. This option is good for, I used it mainly for either a sling, just throw a sling into the top of this, or a coat. But if you're not using it, you just roll it down. It doesn't take up any additional space, and it buckles down like so. So the bag is a little bit strappy, but the more you use it, the more you get used to it. And man, for all the options that this has and how large it is, it's just perfect for my international travel. Okay, so that's 8 of my top 10 favorite bags that I've used this year. We're gonna get in the last 2 in just a minute. And before we do that, I'd love for you to triple click for me. Click the like button, subscribe button, and ring that bell to check out all our future reviews. Thanks. Okay, so if I could only have 2 bags to use for the rest of my life, and I decided at the end of 2021 what those 2 bags are, it's these 2 bags right here. This is the Trakke Cobra Bairn and the Remote Equipment Alpha 31. The Trakke Cobra Bairn is an awesome small messenger bag. I'm not big into messenger bags, and so I kind of view this as a larger sling, but it fits my 13-inch MacBook Pro and basic items that I need for everyday carry. So if I want to minimize my office carry, this is a great option for it. If I'm just, grabbing my laptop and a small sling and a few other items, I can pack them into this, no problem. I love the Cobra buckles on this. Oh, that sound. On the back handle here, I have added a Mr. Gripper from DEFY Bags, as well as, this strap it's okay, it's good, but it's not as robust as I would like for it to be. So I added this leather pad from DEFY Bags. So it opens up and you've got 2 small pockets on the front here, and this flap covers them up. And then on the front of the inside, you have a small zip pocket. You've got the main compartment right here and a laptop sleeve. So it's nice and simple, but super practical. So this was in last year's video. Last year, this was my favorite bag to use ever, and now it's a tie with the Alpha 31. The remote equipment Alpha 31 launched on Kickstarter and then they sold a few on their website. They only made 300 of these. I've been looking to get one of these for over 2 years and they are super rare, super hard to find, and nobody sells them because once you get it, you love it and nobody wants to let them go. But I found one, paid a ridiculous price for it, and I love it. So they say this is about 34 liters. I think it's a little bit smaller than that, and then it does have some expansion to add about 4 more liters. The front of this has 2 vertical pockets, and you can use that for a water bottle. I normally use it for my Dan Matsuda small pouches, like a 110. And so I'll stick one in one side with my Western Rise Versa hat, the other on the other side with my sunglasses. You've got a great harness system on this, and once you put the bag on, you're like, oh my gosh, I get it. If you have used the Charlie 25 from Remote Equipment, the harness system is very similar. And so, you know, the first time I tried on the Charlie 25, I was like, oh my gosh, like the harness system did not look super impressive, but once I put it on, it was extremely comfortable. So you got a little bit of padding here. There isn't any airflow channel here. And so that's a negative. But other than that, the shoulder straps are really great. Great sternum strap. All around. I love the strap management, the organization that this brings to it. It's a strappy bag, and so it helps manage some of that strappiness. You've got a side zipper here for the laptop compartments. One negative side is if the bag is super full, it can be a little bit difficult to get your laptop in and out, but I'll survive. Then in the front here, you have access to the main compartment. So as you can see, a lot of space in here. This is the laptop sleeve that's accessible from the side. This mesh pocket is a quick access pocket here at the top. It's a decent size. And then you've got another mesh pocket on the front side of this that zips shut. So if you've loaded the main compartment and you're like, man, I need a little bit more space, there is a top that expands. And so this roll top will come up and give you about 4 or 5 more liters at the top. And this goes into the main compartment of the bag. So if you don't want to use the roll top, it's really easy to just roll it down and snap it in place. You got a handle here at the top and then a handle at the back at the top, which is a good option for hanging it on the back of something or putting a carabiner on there to hang it on a stall or something. Got water bottle pockets on either side, a little bit of stretch to those bottle pockets. Lots going on with this bag, and I'll delve into everything in my full review, which I plan to release in March of 2022. Now there is a version 2 of this bag that's going to be coming out early next year. Really excited about that, and I've got an interview with Phil, the owner of Remote Equipment, and we'll be releasing that right around the time that they do the version 2 bag. Yeah! So excited. I'm pretty sure version 2 is going to be in my top 10 video next year. So that's it, my top 10 favorite bags from 2021. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked it, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel to check out all of our future reviews. Thanks so much. Hello and welcome to City Tracker. My name's Adam and I grew a beard yesterday.